guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been MIA the last couple weeks. My life has been a little busy with school. It's taken up basically most of my energy and time, but
I'm back.
It's midterm week. And since it's midterm week, I've decided to take you guys along with me. Today is Monday and my schedule doesn't have any classes, so luckily today will be spent studying for one midterm that I have tomorrow morning and working on a project that I have due end of this week. My first midterm is tomorrow at 9 a.m. for applied business. It will be 2 hours and it's going to be 3 short answers with 1 long written message. So my stress levels right now are sitting at a 5. I'm feeling very content, very confident, very comfortable with everything. But let's monitor it as the week goes by because I'm sure it's gonna spike. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions down below. I always love to hear from you guys. And if you're new to my channel or you haven't already, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you're always notified of a new episode from me. So I thought I'd show you guys kind of like my weird little setup. It makes me feel so cozy because I've got everything that I need right behind me and then everything that I need right here. I've got my Microsoft Teams open and I'm already chatting with the girls to see like how everyone's doing. And I've got myself some breakfast. I'm ready to study. Okay, so I've spent like 2 hours studying for my applied midterm. I mean, there's only so much studying I can do in one sitting. I'll probably go back to it later today just because like I can't spend hours and hours reading the same thing over and over again. That's just
Doesn't work for me.
And I'm gonna start working on my project and then I'll go back to my studying for the applied midterm. I was very fortunate to get a workout in this evening and it actually has made me feel a lot calmer. Basically, I'm gonna say goodbye to this day and I'm gonna just finish off with, you know, maybe a couple more hours of just going over my notes, just making sure I'm ready for tomorrow and have dinner and then just honestly try to unwind because I do want to be able to sleep tonight and there's nothing worse than feeling anxious and tired. I pray, guys, wish me luck. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. So I've survived the night. I was actually really surprised that I was able to sleep last night. I am feeling really nervous. Definitely have butterflies. I'm having a chai tea right now to get a little bit of caffeine in my system. I'm all logged in. I'm all ready to go. I'll see you guys after the exam because I don't want to have to try to film this while during. Wish me luck.
Namaste. Namaste.
That was hella stressful. That was the fastest 2 hours of my life. There was one question that took me, I think, way too long, but it was also because I felt like she was just asking for some absurd amount of words, a 500 to 750 word message. My heart is beating because halfway through the exam, the server conked out and I thought I had lost my exam, which meant it submitted saying incomplete, so I would have failed. So I had to like frantically email the professor. She was like, just press refresh, it should be okay. And thankfully, it worked, but I could feel the blood draining from my head and my heart racing and like almost kind of feeling a bit faint because it was right after I had written that 500 word message and I was like, I can't rewrite that and then finish 2 other questions. And now I have 1 hour till my next class, which is the fundamentals class. There's actually no midterm, but there is a small little project due. It is a math project. Let's just revel in the fact that I finished midterm test number 1. Yeah, you gotta dance out your stresses. I just did a little boogie session, you know? Prince gets me going. Controversy. It's an amazing song. Dance it out. Just killing time till my next class. So I'm super frustrated right now because I'm working on the assignment for the math. I look at my notes, I look at just everything that I've done in the past, and then somehow I struggled to apply it. It's taking obviously longer than the professor said it should. She's like,
It should only take you 90 minutes.
I'm already hitting 2 hours. This is when my confidence and self-esteem starts to really crash. I wish I could just better understand numbers. I already got my marks in for this morning's exam. Got 86%. And I feel really good. That has just made my day. Not sure how long this happiness, this confidence is gonna last. Tomorrow morning is the search media, and again, it's another 2 hours. It starts at 8:30. I'm gonna just, start studying for that. Good morning, guys. It's quite early. It's 7:30. I've been up since 6:30 because I just wanted to give myself some time to get ready for today's morning exam, which is at 8:30. I woke up with a headache, like right in my temples, which sucks. So I'm gonna take some Advil soon because I really don't want to have a headache through this exam. I studied till around 9:30 last night, and that's as far as my brain could go. I'm hoping I know enough to pass. Obviously, again, I'd like to do really well. My goal is always to hit around an 80, but at the end of the day, you do your best, you try your best, and you just hope like heck. And then once that's done, I'll have about an hour and a half for a break till my next class, which is at 12, and that's on work experience. It's not very exciting. We're gonna talk about resumes and cover letters, stuff I kind of already know, but it's a nice refresher. I'll see you guys when I'm done this exam, and we'll go from there. Bye. I'm done! Oh my god. You study so hard, and you think it's gonna cover so many things. And I feel like there was a whole section that wasn't even covered in the exam. But I'm feeling pretty confident. Even though she gave us 2 hours, I did that in an hour and 20 minutes. And I reviewed it like 3-4 times. Okay. So I just had a nap. I really needed a nap. I felt like after the first exam, I just felt like I was hit by a truck, and then I had, like I said, my other class in the afternoon, and that was such a snooze fest. And let's get back into studying. Great. It's paid media today, and that is gonna be it for the evening. I'm gonna say bye-bye for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for day 3. All right, see you tomorrow. Morning, guys. Basically the second last day till midterm week is over. Last night was my anniversary with my husband for 3 years. I received a beautiful, massive bouquet of flowers from my husband. So today's a heavy day, and tomorrow's gonna be a heavy day. I'm basically going to work right now on the assignment for today's afternoon class. It's my content marketing class, one of my favorites. And then once that class is wrapped up, I'm going to basically jump into studying for paid media, and then the big scary one, which is database marketing. I don't even know where to begin with that class. I mean, database is fine. I know we need it. It's very important with marketing, but it's the way he teaches it. It's the way he just does his notes. It's the way he does the readings. It's so dry, and his answers are so long-winded and so flowery. It's just like,
what is the answer? Just give it like point blank.
And he just gives like a paragraph, and you're like, I don't know what I'm reading. So it's very hard to wrap my brain around it. It's almost like he's showing off.
Look how smart I am. I am a math scientist, data scientist, blah, blah, blah.
Well, good for you.
My stress levels right now are still pretty good. Probably sitting at a 6 right now. I find I'm the most stressed when it's the morning of. That's where I'm just like, my mind starts to panic and go, did I retain enough? Do I know enough? Am I organized enough? And that's when I start to feel like butterflies, nausea, and I start to get those sweats where you're just like, oh dear God, you feel like you're gonna faint, but yet at the same time you feel so relieved because it's done. But then you start to stress how well you did. There's just so many fun elements to being tested.
Platform is managed by your brand or organization. It's typically owned or shared media, your website, your email, a social network. These platforms are about two-way connecting.
Okay, so I'm actually just getting ready to go for a walk. I really need to get out, and then when I get back, I will start studying the other class, which is database marketing. Good morning, guys. Today is the last day of exams. It's currently maybe 8 o'clock, 10 to 8, and I have my first exam this morning at 8:30. I'm not feeling quite myself right now. I feel really strange. I feel really emotional. After last night's walk, I came back home and I just focused for like 3 hours on studying database, and that's such a strange class for me. I don't know if I feel any more prepared than I did when started studying. If I had to do this in class, like without open book, I'd fail. I'd actually have to say to the professor,
Just fail me.
see you in a couple of hours to let you know how exam number 3 goes. Okay, so I survived the third one. It was hard. You never know. You sometimes feel like really confident and then you see your results and you're like,
Oh, okay.
my mood is starting to get a little bit better. Not feeling as anxious, but still a little bit, because in 1 hour, database exam starts and he is such a mess of a teacher. I don't even know if I have to go into the lecture for him to give it to us. Is it going to be on the navigation bar and we can just enter? He usually makes us write it in a Word document and then email it to him. And then he wants to give a lecture off of the last hour. It's like, really, buddy? Don't do that. And he also wants to talk about a project. So it's like, you're really making this last 3 hours of the day, of the longest week, real special. You rock. You're the best professor ever.
And when they receive the data from the outbound telemarketing companies to tag the outcome, they noticed that there were basically...
Well, your girl did it. I survived the last exam. It was so hard, like to the point of halfway through, I thought I was gonna cry, but I'm really happy that the week is done. But tomorrow I have one project due I'll spend tomorrow working on. I think this has been a successful midterm week, minus today. They pretty much went exactly as I thought. Very stressful, kind of emotional, and not fun at all. I don't really know how I'm going to celebrate this evening. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do to celebrate, except for drink. Now, I will definitely be having maybe a glass or 2 more than I usually do. I'll see you all next week. Love you all. Bye.